welcome back to Merengue class. This is week 8 and I'm Marie Paul. My husband John Paul will be assisting me again this week as we go from where we left off last week. Last week we went through the 6 directional movements of going forward, back, left and right, and turning left and right. A separation to an underarm turn right for the follower, and a separation to parallel walks. So we introduced wraps. Today we're going to continue with wraps, and we're going to go from a parallel walk to a sweetheart and rollout, and then we're going to introduce a sweetheart right and left wrap. So if I could have John Paul come up now and assist me in just demonstrating the separation to the parallel wrap that we left off with last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could come back for 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what we did last week. Now from here we're going to introduce the sweetheart wrap in a rollout. We're going to demonstrate it first for you. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, can we do that with the parallel wrap first, please? Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the second example was the one we're going to be teaching today. And that, you could see, took us from the parallel to the sweetheart wrap. I'm going to have John now demonstrate his part, and then I'll do mine.
The sweetheart to the parallel wrap. Gentleman takes one step forward, left foot, 1, 2, 3, 4. Brings the lady in for the parallel wrap. He's walking forward, marking 5, 6, quarter turn left, 7, 8. 4 forward walks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue another 4 set of forward walks. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more forward walks. On one, you're going to lift the left hand up and bring it in a loop around the lady's head. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's now in sweetheart position. Continue to walk for 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more walks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Releasing the left hand and using the right hand as you continue to walk forward. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you, John. Here comes the lady's part now. She will commence every 1 count with her right foot, and so she's going to go back for 4 steps, back, 2, 3, 4. Then she'll go forward, turning right, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's in the parallel wrap. She'll walk 8 walks in a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The leader will then change her direction by indicating a lead that we'll talk about in a moment, that will allow her to turn left, and she'll turn left in spot for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will bring her to sweetheart, and from there she will dance backwards 8 counts. Within those 8 counts, however, he will indicate a lead to have her roll out to the right. So she'll go back for 1, 2, 3, 4, and as she goes back on 5, he'll start to let go and she'll turn to the right. So I'll do that again for you from another angle. She walks back for 1, 2 in place, 3, 4 to do her separation. She walks forward to parallel, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4 curving walks to the right. She walks forward for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in her parallel wrap. He changes her direction to turn left, and she marks time for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's now in a sweetheart wrap. She'll walk back for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll let go of her right hand, so she'll commence to turn right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Together. So we go apart for 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right, 6, 7, 8. There's your parallel. Walk 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'll commence to leave me as he continues to walk forward. He will actually walk forward for 8 counts as she turns to her left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now he continues to walk forward for 8 counts and she goes back. He lets go of her left hand on count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you, John. We're going to demonstrate that to a little bit of music. Now the lead and follow and the shapes. So luckily there's only 2 directions as the leader or follower that we can turn. We can turn right or left. And there are shapes that indicate that or give us an indication that that's the way we're supposed to turn. And that happens in both directions in this movement, and that's why I like this so much. It gives you a variety. So I have John come out again. We're going to talk about closed position shape. We talked about this last week where we're closed up on the leader's right arm and left arm for the follower are connected. There's no gaps. We feel connected in a sort of a round feeling. And as we turn around, we'll see that the leader's forearm and follower's forearm are connected. The fingers are lightly folded around each other, not tightly clasped, but comfortably clasped. Our weight is forward, and so we're connected to each other and to the floor. So now, as the leader indicates that I'm going to separate from him, he lowers his left hand and moves his body towards me, and then kind of moves away and allows me to like slide down this left arm. We talked about that last week to get a 2-hand hold. Now he's going to indicate for me to turn right. It's simple. He raises his left hand, makes like an arch between us, and it's to my right. So I'm gonna follow in that direction that he just led until I can't go any further, which gives us a parallel shape. So the parallel shape is if we dropped our arms, we are parallel. But when we connect, we're in a parallel wrap. So if one of us, for instance, turns away from each other, we're no longer parallel and we're no longer in a very good dancing connection. So looking at each other. Also what happens when I teach this is this arm right here, this handhold, gets caught and hooked in here, which isn't very comfortable and doesn't dance very well either. So it's in front of the leader's body. So now we walk forward facing each other, or shaping towards each other for as long as the leader dances forward. We did an 8 count in this step. He changes the shape by bringing his left hand towards the follower. And this shape we like to say is a window. And what we're going to do is look through that window at each other. The thing that happens in teaching this that I see make it not work is that the follower will look to her left because this is a left turn. And I'm going to have John just try to start to turn to the left. And as he does, it makes it very difficult for me to turn left and for him to get me in the shape that he has actually indicated. Now I'm going to look in that shape, and he's going to walk forward, and I'm going to look and look as long as I can until I'm in the shape which we want, which is the sweetheart to the right, the leader's right. In that shape, the other issues that happen is that either the follower ends up here in front of the leader and has no connection. I'm just going to turn our shape a little bit, John, to look this way. What I want to do is actually dance my back into the leader's forearm. So sort of like he has his arm around me or a chair that I'm sitting in, and I'm connecting my back into that as opposed to, again, having a gap there, which really causes us to lose connection and continuity of really dancing. So also, we turn a little bit, facing the camera again, this sometimes gets squeezed in here, and we're like dancing like a couple of squished people, and it's not very comfortable or attractive. So this stays rounded in front of us. So now as John walks forward, I can comfortably move backwards, and there's space for both of us, and it dances very nicely. When he lets go of this hand in front, it will have to be when he's going forward at the leg that's closest to me. So that will be his right leg, his right foot, and as he's stepping forward on his right, I'm stepping forward on my left. He lets go. He continues to walk in that circle. And what happens is I will roll out because of that momentum, and we regain hold. So that's the lead and follow and the shapes. Okay, thank you, John. All right, the next step we're going to explore is the right and left sweetheart. And that is kind of a change of place from right to left. So again, I would like to call out John. We're going to have a little demonstration of what that could be, what that looks like. Again, it starts with the separation. Again, it's out of closed position to open facing position. So we have more options here. Again, he's going to take me to sweetheart, but this time he's going to walk towards me, curving his four walks forward to the right, I believe. And I'm going to step in and go into this shape again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I turned at the very end on 4 into the sweetheart shape. So that was a different way to get into the sweetheart shape. Could we please repeat that? So this is from open facing position. So we have a separation for 1, 2, 3, 4. And as this hand changes shape, see how far away I am? I realize I've got to move forward into these shapes once he sends me this far away. So I'm going to step forward, he steps forward, and then we come into this shape called sweetheart on the right side of the leader. So, and this is a shape in itself, but we're going to make it a little bit more clever by having us walk 4 walks and then change to the other side. So we're going to demonstrate that. So he's going to walk forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, trade places. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, trade places. Again, a little quicker. We're going to go and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to get out of this, we're going to walk the 4 walks again and get out a new way. We're going to demonstrate that next. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, rock, step, and turn right. This is something different. We don't have to do everything the same way. So getting out of these shapes can be the same, or we have like several different ways we can get out of them. So we're going to now demonstrate the leader's part with John.
When we start with the closed position. You can step forward on count 1, mark time for 2, 3, 4, sending the lady away. 2, 3, 4. You're going to raise your left hand on count 5 and also walk forward for 4 curved steps. 5, 6, 7, 8. You should achieve the lady being in sweetheart position. You'll walk forward for 4 walks on a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the tricky part. You're going to rock forward for 5, replace back on 6, step back on 7, and finish your feet apart on 8, and the lady will have switched sides. We'll walk forward now to the left, 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're going to switch. We're going to rock forward, back, we'll step side, and this time close your feet together. Continue to walk forward for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. On count 5, we're going to rock forward, back, and mark time. Also on count 5, you're taking 5, 6, raising the hand for 7, 8 when the lady makes her underarm turn. You'll be in a 2-hand hold or closed position when you finish.
Thank you. Okay, for the lady's part, she does respond to a separation by stepping 2 walks back and then mark time. Now, the next shape he's going to take her in is the sweetheart shape. So he's going to lead her to come forward, turning left. There's 4 walks. I'm not going to turn until the end of step 3. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, turn, 4. I can close my feet on 4 comfortably. I'm in sweetheart. From here, I will take 4 curving walks back, starting with my right foot, curving to the right on a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, as I step back, the leader will invite me to change direction and step in front of him. So I'll do a back, replace, cross over, side, ending with my feet apart. Now I'm on the left side of the leader. So think of this, when you're on the left side, you're going to rotate left. When you're on the right side, you're going to rotate right. So we're going to do 4 curving walks backwards again, curving left this time. So I go back 1, 2, 3, 4. As I go back, the leader will change my direction again, rock, step, side, together. So I'll move in front of him again, this time side together, I'm going the opposite direction. We're going to go back 4 more, curving right this time, 1, 2, 3, 4. The leader will use a rock step again to change my direction, rock back on the right, replace to the left, and go forward, and I'm going to turn on that foot and close my feet on 4, and I resume the hold that the leader asked for. So we're going back to close hold together. Okay, let's try that together, John. Hopefully that's going to make sense. So we do the separation again for 1, 2, 3, 4. We come into sweetheart for 5, 6, turn 7, 8 for the lady. Now, he's going forward, and you'll notice I'm going backwards for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. He uses a rock step forward while I do a rock step backwards. Rock, step, and I switch in front of him to the other side. And now he's going to go forward again while I go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do a rock step again to change direction, side together. And now we do 4 walks again. 1, 2, 3, 4. A rock step to let me out. As he raises that hand, it indicates that I'm going to turn to the right. So the arches indicate I'm turning to the right. The loops or the windows indicate I'm going to turn left. Let me demonstrate that again. This is an arch, and this is a loop. Some people also call this an outside turn because I'm going away from my partner, or an inside turn because I'm coming in towards my partner. So those are the 2 directions we can turn, and those are the 2 leads. We are now going to demonstrate this with music. left. So we did a separation, and then the leader takes the follower right into sweetheart. He takes her from side to side, and you can do that as many times as you want, and combine it right into the parallel walks. There's a lot you can do by mix and matching the wraps. These wraps can also go into salsa. So right now what I would like to do is demonstrate the last two figures we did. I will be following whatever John decides to lead within those two combinations. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying the lesson, and we'll see you next week. But before we go, I just want to talk about what we'll be doing next week. So just watch the demonstration first. Thank you for joining us for a great merengue virtual lesson here. We hope next week to be starting bachata. So practice your merengue, have fun with it. You can practice hopefully in your dorm and in your apartments, whatever, on your own, and maybe find somebody eventually to go through all these figures with. But hang in there. We'll get back to the classroom soon enough, and stay safe. Have a great week.